some big news today. There's a new die set that's headed your way. Easy Wonder die number 3 has arrived. And oh my stars, it's postage style. The little frames with that classic edge, perfect for pandas or floral spreads. That grid design we all adore. Now it's easier than ever, who could ask for more? Signed, stamped, and cut just right. Easy Wonder die number 3's in sight. With a postage grid, it's pure delight. Turning 6x6 paper pads into cards that shine bright. So easy to craft, so fun to share. A handmade touch with my own flair. With Easy Wonder die number 3 by my side, I send love and style and country pride. Stick some hearts in every square, add some flowers or a sweet little bear. It's like a postcard from the soul. Every panel plays a role. Pop it up or add a glow. Make it flip or let it show. Lots of layers are simple and sweet. This die makes every card complete. Signed, stamped, and cut just right. Easy Wonder die number 3's in sight. With a postage grid, it's pure delight. Turning 6x6 paper pads into cards that shine bright. So easy to craft, so fun to share. A handmade touch with my own flair. With Easy Wonder die number 3 by my side, I send love and style and country pride.
Whether it's birthdays, thanks, or just because, this die turns every piece of paper into a postmark of love.
Signed, stamped, and cut just right. Easy Wonder die number 3 takes flight. From my head to hearts afar, each card's a keepsake, just like a star. No fuss, just fun and looks so grand. With a crafty fun twist from my own hand. With Easy Wonder die number 3 by my side, I craft with heart and country pride. So grab your stamps and your pattern sheets. Easy number 3's here, and it's pretty sweet.
Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. I am really excited that we're all here today. And wow, Streamlabs just went right out of the gates with the link to buy. I really cannot control Streamlabs today. So, okay, there you guys have it. The link's out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me tell you about what we are doing here today, and then I'll introduce my special guest. So we are here today for a live stream special of Easy Wonder die number 3, and I'm going to show you the full collection. And that is what is on offer today. So we have our main Easy Wonder die, which has been designed to cut a sheet of 6x6 pattern paper into components that you can then reassemble and craft with however you'd like. There are card sketch suggestions on the back. Today's offer is limited, and so if you are able to get it, then that is wonderful for you, but we are making sure to save some for the release on June 15th. And it's only going to be available during this live stream. So if you have questions and you want to feel good about your purchase, do make sure to ask them. There is a 6x6 stamp set in the collection. This is a 2-piece stamp set that lets you stencil a fun postage border, a little bokeh effect, and a background for your postage grid here. And I'm probably going to use the stencil today in my crafting. There is the add-on die set, which gives you some mats and layers for your postage grid, but as well lots of additional components that are postage themed. And this one right here is probably my favorite die. It cuts a postage stamp border, and I can show you examples of that if you would like. And the other elements are some fun postage themed elements. And then Jamie designed a 4x6 stamp set called Special Delivery. So that is part of this collection as well. You're going to see some fun graphics, sentiments, and a little something for all year round too. So we got holiday here. You have some summer themed images here, and then lots of travel postage elements as well. And since the link is already out there, I feel like Streamlabs is just fighting me all the way with all of these live stream specials. I do want to show you all what the offer is. So when you hit that link, this is what you'll see. Today's offer is if you would like to get the full bundle, because we're really making this early ahead of the June 15th launch, for folks who are like huge fans of the Easy Wonder dies and have full set syndrome and want it all. So the offer today is you can get the full collection. That's everything that I just showed: the main Easy Wonder die, the stencil, the add-on die, and the stamp set. And you are going to get for free the masterclass. So the masterclass is a real-time video that is instructional. It's recorded by me. And when you go to shop, you just want to choose yes to the masterclass because you're going to get it for free. Normally, this would be an additional $10. You can, if you want, scroll down to this section here, which tells you all about what is included in the masterclass. So as I mentioned, it's over 3 hours of video instruction filmed in real time so that you can follow along easily. I have split the class up into 4 different modules. So module 1 shows you how to craft with the main Easy Wonder die. And if you only have this die, I show you some cards that you can make if that's all you have. And these this collection will be available for purchase a la carte, like individual items, June 15th when it officially launches. Module 2 shows you, well, what if you have both the main die and the add-on? What can you do with elements for both? Because the add-on die is a beautiful complement to the main die. Now, module 3 shows you, what if you skip the main die and you only have the add-on die? What can you do with that? Because while it says that it's an add-on die, it really doesn't require that you have the main die, because all of these elements you can use standalone. It helps you to stretch and get more craftability out of your main Easy Wonder die, but even if you were to only pick up the add-on, there's quite a lot that you can do with it. And in module 3, I show you how to assemble the layered elements, and most importantly, I show you how to effectively use my favorite die in this die set to create your own custom postage frame of really, whatever size that you would like. And so I give you all the tips and tricks that I know for how to work with this die set and get the most out of it, and in particular, that die. Module 4 shows you how to use the stencil, and I show you all the aspects of the stencil. So when you look at the stencil, everything that you see in pink is what you would get with one of the stencils, and the second stencil gives you everything that you see in teal. And so I show you how to create this airmail border to create a border for your A2 card panels. I show you how to do a nice fun bokeh effect, and of course how to use this stencil portion here to stencil a background for your postage grid. So that is what is on offer today. And so if you are interested, the link is already in the live chat for you. And if you have questions, definitely let me know. And for folks who have already placed their orders, congrats. I can't wait to see what you've made with what you will make with your Easy Wonder die number 3 when you get it. It should be shipping soon-ish. I think the last thing that Jamie was waiting on was the stencils, and they arrived recently. So give her a couple days to pick and pack orders, and for folks who already ordered, you might be getting yours soon. And feel free to post anything that you make, even if it's before June 15th. It would definitely, help us get the word out, because, it's always great to see everybody's inspiration, and the more people see it, maybe, the more new customers we can bring into our Easy Wonder family. So that is, thanks, Meg. That's everything about today. And I want to introduce my guest, who is no stranger to live streaming with me. Welcome, Meg. Do you want to tell folks a little bit about yourself?
I live in Michigan. I have one dog, one son, one husband. I love to color. I do some coloring classes with Lynn called Coloring with Meg, and I love to use her Easy Wonder dies. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. So
Yay.
I'm really excited to get going, making some more cards with this beautiful new set. I'm very excited about it. I love it. And I did use
Us.
your favorite die on my card. My
Oh,
first card is going to be using your favorite die.
look at that. You made a custom. Oh, that's 8. Is that A2? Is that fully A2?
That's
That's awesome.
A2, fully A. It's got a little white border.
Yeah,
Move it over
because
there, maybe you can see. Because
yeah.
I wanted the pattern to show up that I used to.
Wow. Good job. Look at you
Yeah.
go.
Fun,
Awesome.
fun.
Very awesome. Well, I'll let you get started crafting. And then I can also tell people a little bit about, because I know you're maybe a little bit under the weather.
Oh,
So,
thank you. Yes,
um,
again.
so, hello and welcome to everybody who has dropped into the live chat. If you want to see Meg or I or me demonstrate anything in particular with the Easy Wonder number 3 collection, just let me know in the live chat. And if you have any questions about the collection, about today's offer, let me know that as well. I'm here to answer questions. Even though the live stream special is only while we are live, don't want anybody to feel pressured into making a buying decision that you don't feel good about. So get your questions in if you have them. And otherwise, what I want to, I'm gonna keep myself in the small screen for most of the time, but I do want to share with you something else that's exciting, and that is the for folks who don't know, there is a the Crafty Crew Kit is available for pre-order. You might have seen a link from Streamlabs drop into the live chat for this as well. So the Crafty Crew kit is put out by Crafty Stamp Company. In this kit, you get a 6x6 paper pad, 2 4x6 stamp sets, and a 6x6 stencil. And subscribers get a pretty generous jar of confetti. So really exciting. The Crafty Stamp Company is relatively new to putting out their own stamps and pattern papers. And so I like to try to support our small businesses. And so if you are interested, these kits come out every 2 months so that it's not hitting our crafty budgets every month, which I think is really great. Gives you plenty of time to craft with the kit and fit it into your budget. And it's only available for pre-order until June 15th. And so if you want to see all of the different pattern papers and whatnot, just let me know. I'm happy to kind of unbox it a little bit more if folks are interested. But I do want to give them a shout out just to help support another small business out there. And otherwise, oh, Linda says feel better soon, Meg.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can't see chat, so Lynn has to pass on the messages. Sorry, guys.
Well,
StreamYard won't let me put it on my computer.
oh, that's cute what you're doing there.
Thank you. See, aren't these fun dies? Look at that. It just comes together so nicely, so quickly.
Oh, did you use the border die on that strip with the trees
I
also?
did. I
Look
did.
at you.
It's a fun
Oh,
die to use.
that's so awesome. Okay,
So it's
so
one of my favorite dies too.
well, I'm happy to hear that because I wasn't too sure how much anyone else would like it because I know I love it, but obviously I am very
Oh heck yeah!
biased.
You designed it very well, Lynn. I'm loving it.
Oh, thank you. Man, I mostly like it because I feel like it's different and unique.
It is, and so very useful. I mean, like you see, I can do a whole card. I can do borders. You can frame odd shaped things. If you wanted to do triangles, you could do that. It's so versatile.
I haven't tried a triangle.
See, something new to think of.
I guess technically it would work. Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
you have to get
oh,
your mathletes to do that for
I
you.
know, right? Because I would really want to get it to line up all perfect, you know?
Oh, you need an equilateral triangle,
Exactly. So look at you with your math. That's
huh?
right. Okay,
Yeah, I don't
so
remember much from math, but there we go.
Carol is loving the little fox and bunny.
Aren't they
Um,
cute? That is the Crafty Stamco images. I'm playing with them as well. And they are just so darn cute.
okay, so I think I have a plan. I don't know. So
Yeah, I don't know either. So
I
what comes out, comes out.
mean, it does look like you had a plan going in. I'm kind of just winging it.
Um, yeah, this one I planned. The next one, not so much. So that's the first card. So
Look
I
at
can
you.
do quick and easy every once in a while. And this is another one of my favorite dies, this circle die here. I really like that with the stars and
Aw,
circle detail. I have
yeah.
fun adding them onto my cards.
Yeah, I've that's also another favorite of mine too. I don't
Hey.
I don't keep all of the little circles, but I will keep the stars that fall out of that particular one. So that is
Okay,
one
I did a
that I
green then.
do save those. Do you want to show? Do you
I
have it at hand? Do you want to show your little bag?
my little bag of no, I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I just cleaned my workroom, so things are piled all around. However, I do have some new stars from my cutting today, so I do have my container filled with bits. There's
How
circles are over
cute.
here, circles, stars, stars, so
I love how
and
we
of course the extras.
I love how we crafters bring in our kitchen, bring our
I know.
kitchen stuff into into the craft
Kitchen
room.
gadgets to do
I'm like,
crafting
I
with.
don't cook, but I have a lot of
But
cooking
I
supplies
craft.
for my craft
That's
room.
right. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so I want to show this. This is what the stencils look like. So you do get two, as I mentioned. If you look at them, they are etched. It's a little bit hard so you can see. There's lettering, there's a line there to help you line up that border, the airmail border. For this portion down here, so there's actually two. One that's gonna let you stencil all the way to the stitch line. So it says line up on stitching lines, and then the other one says line up inside stitching lines. So that kind of gives you two different looks that you can create when you go to use your stencil. So let me show you some samples. This is one where, well, if you lined it up a little bit better than I did, it would go right to the stitching lines. Left to right, I think I did okay, but up and down, I was a little bit off. But that's what it looks like if you go all the way to the stitching lines. And then the second one, it's just inside the stitching line. So you have a little bit of a border there, a little bit more of your postage grid is going to be visible. So here's kind of a side by side of, you know, the two different looks. So it kind of just gives you some different options for how you might want to frame up or create your background. So lots of fun little things that you can do. You can create, this is just with one color of ink, both of these. So you can do a little bit of vignetting. So you have a little spotlight in the center. You can do a little bit of an ombre and go in a little heavier with your ink on one end and a little bit lighter. So you don't need a lot of different colors if you don't have a lot of different color of inks, and still create something that's a little bit dynamic and a little bit more than just solid color for your background. And then, you know, this, if you have multiple colors, you can get some really lovely ombres going. What I'm gonna do, I think, is I am going to, because these stencils have been designed to fit inside the postage grid of our Easy Wonder die number 3. And the add-on dies, our rectangular dies that are part of the add-on die set, they are meant to layer on top. So I've already used the add-on die to cut out this little image here. And you don't necessarily just, you know, have the stencil for your postage grid. You can use it for stenciling the add-on as well. So in this case, I think I'm going to use the one that's a little bit smaller. So I still see a little bit of a border all the way around. And the nice thing about, you know, the Mylar stencil is that it's a little bit translucent still. So if I zoom in, you know, you can still see, you know, where it's overlapping and how it's still going to have a little bit of a border. So that's how I'm eyeballing it. And then the other thing that I want to do is I want to stencil in the background, but I've already stamped and colored this fox in. So to avoid inking over my fox, I have already stamped out a mask. And I'm just going to apply this mask over my fox so that he's protected when I ink up the background.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do this a lot because it requires fussy cutting. But, but, you know, sometimes it's necessary. So,
Necessary to be fussy.
it's necessary evil. Okay, so then I can line up my stencil, and then that's going to create a nice border. I have this on a sticky mat so that as I'm stenciling, I don't have to hold down my stencil and my paper and all the things. So the grip mat is going to help hold that down. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mask off even more. So you don't have to do all of this with your masking, but it just goes to give you some different ideas, right? So what I'm gonna do is I want to stencil a little bit of a sky, but I want some ground for where this log is sitting. So I don't want to stencil the sky where there should be ground. So I'm gonna use some washi tape and cover what is going to later become the ground. And then I'm gonna start with my sky stenciling. So I'm gonna be working on that. And what are you gonna be doing, Meg?
I just worked on coloring my little campfire, and so now I'm going to fussy cut it out. And I'm just trying to get pieces together to make up another card. So it's going to be a little longer time than the one I already pre-cut.
I know you got that first one all prepped and ready to go.
I did. I had a little time before the live started and went to town.
So, can you tell us a little bit about, because I know you have Easy Wonder Die 1 and 2.
Yes.
So, you're very familiar with the Easy Wonder dies. How do you generally like to work with the Easy Wonder dies?
I do two things. One is for the moment, and I just say, oh, I like this paper, cut it up, use it, which is what I did tonight with this one. I wanted to use the Crafty Stamco paper, and I picked their papers. The green dots and the trees are both their papers. And then I picked a coordinating color of my own in solid to go with it. Um, so I do spur of the moment cards, but these I have cut out many, many, many different colors of the die out of different 6x6 papers that I have that I just, kind of like to use that can be used for almost any occasion. If you can tell, this one has little stars all over it.
Oh,
And
pretty.
with the camping, I'm feeling the little stars today, apparently. So I might even add some of the Easy Wonder die stars to this one. We'll see. And um, so I can just pick my pile of Easy Wonder die cutouts. And you guys, I'm not kidding. I have
Yeah.
tons of these already cut out. If you can see how thick those layers are in there, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pads of paper I've cut them out of here.
Yeah,
So
I legit think Meg has cut the Easy Wonder Die number 3 more, well, really all of them, more than I have.
I do. I have them all cut that way too. And I do use them. I do pull them out. I say, this is one that I had pre-cut, and I pull them out and I say, oh, let's use this one today. So you
Yeah.
never know what I'm going to pull out of my little boxes. And I also have, all the extras that come along when you cut this die. You're getting all the surrounding shapes as well. So I do keep those in a box too, and they're all in the box in all the colors and all the shapes, so that I can pick them out and use them when I want to as well. And
Oh
that's
my
how I roll.
gosh. You're so organized. And
I'm not sure about that, but I do have
uh,
fun with them, and I like to have them ready on hand in case I need to do something in a hurry, or I like to be spontaneous sometimes too. So whichever way you guys work, this die works for you. So I know
yay.
I'm not trying to be a hard sell, but I'm telling you, they really do work well.
Aw. Well,
They
thank
work
you.
as designed by Lynn.
Well, I'm so thrilled that you enjoy crafting with the Easy Wonder dies because I know the first two you bought yourself, so it's
Yeah.
a testament. You're putting your money where your mouth is, and I'm so happy that this time around we got to get you one early so that you can help. Yeah, look, see,
Look,
Meg's
this is
got
easy
tubs of them.
too. Yes, this is easy two. This is easy one. And they're all filled with the papers.
Look at
I
how
don't know
much
if you can
she's
see the
cut.
stack in there, but those are all cut up papers. And
Does
my phone's a little close to my table, so I can't really get a good side view for you. But I do have them. I do use them, and I do
Oh,
have lots of fun with them.
aw, thank you. Carol says,
You're
that
welcome.
sounds like me, Meg. I like just cutting paper.
Well, because if I'm
Yay.
doing, yes. Well, we have all this pretty paper. If we don't use it, why do we have it, right?
Yeah,
So use
for
your paper. This
sure.
is a fun way to use your paper and to get yourself um, easy card fronts. Look how I use that name right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yay
Easy
for
slides, easy
Carol
card fronts.
um
Oh,
and Cecilia.
yay!
They got their orders in. Carol says third try was the magical one. I
Oh.
know. Um Yay,
Well, lines are
Shanna.
busy if everybody's trying to get in. That makes
Yeah. Oh, Ruth
I'm
says,
just
"Wish I
trying to
could
see.
get it, but I can't buy anything for most of June." Oh, bummer. So sorry. But I just want. Oh, yay! Lori got hers in. I'm so glad you guys,
Yay!
because oh, I think we might be sold out now. Well,
Oh, yeah, because you said
that went fast. Okay, I think
of the
we're
easy three.
well not sold out of everything. Sold out of the special offer today. So if you
Wow,
grabbed the
grab
offer
them.
today, normally I try to wait until we're a little bit further into the stream to put the link out there, but Streamlabs is just not cooperating with me. So yes, I'm so glad that if you got it, congrats. Thank you so much for your support. I saw the question about the printables, and yes, that is being offered today. That actually should have been one of the first messages that went out today, but
Oh, yeah.
clearly, Streamlabs is just it's just not cooperating with me for these specials. I'm just gonna have to do it manually. Hey Christina, today's offer, and if you have noticed, every offer so far has been a little bit different. So today's offer, and I'll let you guys know now that the today's offer will be the same offers for next Monday and next Wednesday, because I do have two more special live stream special sales next week. So if you missed out today, don't worry. We'll have another opportunity, and the deal's going to be the same. So today's deal was the full collection. If you buy the full collection, that is the main Easy Wonder die. Just so that folks can be ready, I guess. If you missed out, actually, let me go ahead and do that. Thank you for asking, Christina, because this will be good. Oh, good. Elisa, I'm glad you got yours. Okay, so folks, if you missed today's offer, Jamie's gonna offer it again on Monday, which is my live stream special featuring Carrie Rhodes, and as well on Wednesday, which is my live stream special featuring Nikki Baxley. The offer is going to be the same as what the offer was today. So far, you might have noticed that the offers have changed, and the best offer was the secret sale just for my waitlist folks. And you're still going to get a deal. It's just not quite as good as that very first one. So the offer today was the main Easy Wonder die. If you basically buy the full collection, the main Easy Wonder die, the add-on die, the 6x6 set of 2 stencils, and the 4x6 special delivery stamp set. Buy all 4, and you're going to get the masterclass, which is a $10 value for free. You're going to get that automatically with that was today's offer, and that'll be Monday and Wednesday's offer as well. And yeah, I mean, I know that I'm going to do a lot of tutorials. Our guest designers will do a lot of tutorials. And then once you all have it in hand, if you do videos, feel free to post and share tips and tricks. The masterclass is me giving you all of the tips and tricks I know from my testing and my crafting. I've made a lot of cards with the Easy Wonder dies. And in that masterclass, I have broken it out into 4 different modules. So depending on what you end up picking up, whether if you're getting one of the deals during these live stream specials, you're going to have everything. So the masterclass is going to show you how to use everything that you've got. But I do break it out into modules so that if you only have or are only crafting with the main die, what can you do with it? How can you use the add-on die set in conjunction with the main die to get the most and out of it and get some different looks and effects? Then the add-on die set, Jamie and I work really hard to like exchange ideas and whatnot to give you the most value for money and offer you a lot of interesting components to craft with. And while it is titled Easy Wonder Die number 3 add-on and is a great complement to the main die, I feel like this is a great standalone die set as well because you get your basic shapes in some squares and rectangles with that stitch border detailing, but you're going to get a sentiment. It says Happy Mail. You're going to get, and that's a sentiment the way that I like how Jamie does her stamp sentiments, where there's a word and then there's a little icon that's built into it, which I really love when there's like a little bit of a graphic that's built into, your sentiment. So you get a little layered envelope. So that's the Happy Mail. And the die that Meg showed some finished pieces with, this border die that cuts a custom postage stamp border, is one that I really feel is very unique. I don't think I've ever seen one out there, and I love it because you can just add like one postage stamp border edge to a panel, but where I think it really shines is giving you the ability to create essentially like a postage stamp frame for whatever size you want. Or like Meg said, you can get creative and do like a triangle shape if you want. And, you can go beyond that even. If you want to do,
Right.
you want to figure all that out, you definitely can do that. And I might do that in a video. I don't know. I haven't thought about it until Meg just mentioned it. And then the 4th and final module in the masterclass shows you how to use all of the components of the 2-piece stencil because, again, Jamie and I want to give you the most value for money. And so, I design these things. I try to fill out like every every nook and cranny to give you as much craftability as possible. And this area right here coordinates with the add-on pieces and the postage grid element of the main die, but then you have some really fun additional border effects and background effects so that you can create some different looks and get the most out of the space that's available on these stencils. And then, of course, the stamp set is, I think, really wonderful and has it doesn't have its own module in the masterclass because I think we're all pretty familiar with how to use a stamp set. So, but this is another great one to get and really great standalone outside of this collection too. So, if you're not a fan of the Easy Wonder dies, it's totally okay. But maybe check out the stamp set because it's got a lot of really fun postal themed elements. And as I mentioned earlier, I really like the fact that there's a little bit something kind of throughout the year. You have the anchor and the little waves for like a more summer beachy kind of theme. Like the shell also is very summery, but then you have this holiday one, which I really love. So I think that's really cool. We discovered a couple things during the last live stream. This airmail stamp can fit inside the add-on postage cancellations. Yeah. So it fits right inside there. And this I really love. If you take the smallest die in the add-on, you can actually fit it inside that or inside the postage grid. The smallest piece that layers into your postage grid. So really fun. Everything coordinates really well, but many of these components, to be honest, work really well standalone too. So hopefully that helps everybody have a good look at what is in the yeah, right, Ruth? It's really cute. So I do want to kind of let folks know the dies are selling pretty well. We've been
Yay!
doing we've been doing these live stream specials and realized very quickly that we had to limit the quantities on these offers so that we would have something on June 15th to sell and not sell out before then. And so so that you know, I didn't even say it today because I didn't have time. It just Streamlabs just spit out the link just like that. But I want you to know for Monday, if you missed out today and you want to still catch a deal, just so that you know, for folks who have coupon codes, the offer, you can't combine it with a coupon code. So if you want to use a coupon code on when you place your order, and we're talking now for Monday and Wednesday. So those are the last two live stream special sales. Coupon codes will cancel out the offer. So just so that you know. And then I also just want folks to know that because we've been doing these live stream specials, my guess, and I don't have like complete visibility into, the stock situations, but my guess is that we might sell out very, very early after release on June 15th. So if you're not interested in the full bundle, which is totally okay, because that's the only thing that's kind of on offer during these special sales, be ready June 15th early. Because I don't know how long the stock is going to last. And I really appreciate like everybody's support and that the collection is doing so well. And it's hard to know, what kind of reception anything new will have. So super excited that folks like it enough to buy.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. Oh my goodness.
Oh. Oh, oh, Christine, you're so sweet. So I got my order in on the first day, so I'm good. Just wanted to tune in and support
Yeah.
you. Oh, Christina, you're so sweet. Thanks. Well, I'm glad that you got the order on the first day because you got the best offer that will ever be made on the collection. And so, thank you for coming and hanging out and being a part of the live stream. Um, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Ruth says only shape that won't cut custom postage cut is a circular oval one. Yeah, but yeah, you know what I was thinking, Ruth? Here's what I think. If you want to do like a hexagon or something, I would maybe if you had like a hexagon shape die, cut your hexagon out first so you know you have a perfect hexagon, and then line up
Go
your
around the edge.
edge, yeah, all the way around each edge of your hexagon. But I don't
Which
have
is
a
exactly
triangle.
what I did for this.
Is
I
it? Okay.
did cut an A2 panel, and then I cut the edges off of my A2 panel so I could line the die up because conveniently this die has a line right down the middle. It's got this little notch over here that you can line up on the edge
Yay!
of your paper, and you can cut things like right in half um,
Yep.
when you're doing the die. You
Yeah.
can put it right on the edge and get that half edge just perfectly. So
Yay.
that's
Well,
exactly what I did there.
that's well, you've given it all away.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, but
No,
I'm
I'm
excited.
just I'm teasing
I'm
you.
excited.
But I'm glad you figured it all out that it's intuitive to use. And so
Yes.
um for folks who do get the masterclass, I show you exactly what Meg just talked about cuz that's exactly it. There's no and you would have figured it out too, I'm sure once you all get it in hand. But sometimes it's just helpful to see like a demonstration. And so that's what the masterclass is for. And oh, whose flag is yellow, red, and green? I feel like I've made like
Is that
is that
Italian? I don't know.
yeah, I was like, is it Italian? Is it Spain's? This is somebody's flag, I feel. Some country's
That's
flag.
funny.
Carol says, great coloring, Meg. I love the purple
Oh,
hair.
thank you. Thank you. Well, purple's my
Yay.
favorite color. I had to try for it.
Yep. Yep. Susan, I'm so glad that you got number 3 and that you're adding it to your
Woohoo.
collection of 1 and 2. Oh, friends, if you don't have Easy Wonder Die number 1, and I know I'm talking to fans here, so it's a good chance you might already have it, but if you're catching this on a replay and you don't have Easy Wonder Die number 1, I think there's only 1 left, last I checked. So, um, Jamie uses inks that like do not stain. Me, on the other hand, my inks
Ooh,
always stain.
who do you use? Do you use Simon Hurley or
No, I
what
use
ink do you use?
Sukaneko, um,
Okay.
and it's a mix of their VersaFine Clair, but that's a pigment ink, and their Versacolor, also a pigment ink, which should just sit on the top. I think dye inks tend to, dye your stuff more, but okay, so here's the fun part, friends. Time to lift the mask.
This is the exciting part.
Voila!
Dun da da da.
There he is.
Note,
So,
note to self, Lynn, a little tip.
yeah.
Cut your marshmallows out of your masking material separate from the sticks.
I
Because
know, right? Because
it's
there's the
way
white.
too hard to do the sticks, but it's easy to just stick a marshmallow on there. And the sticks will stay ink colored even if
Yeah.
you don't put a mask around them.
I thought about doing that, but then I was like, meh. Now I don't. But now I'm not loving it, so I'm just gonna alcohol marker color it in. So,
Yeah. Yes,
what's a good
ma'am.
match? Okay. That's fine,
There's
friends. We
always
can.
a fix in the craft
Yeah,
world, right?
we can. I got this, friends. I can fix it. Let me test this color out before I ruin my.
Smart.
I think that's okay. I know I was like, I should really just cut this off and then, yeah. But those marshmallows are tiny.
They are, but I've done it before and it works out so much better. You know, you think, oh, this is going to be hard to line up, but really it's not.
Okay, because it seemed like it would be really hard. Really hard. It's okay.
Marshmallows are soft.
I got this.
You got this, girl.
Yeah, that came out and I was like, oh man, that white really shows through. Well, it's really more like a cream, but see? Fixed.
Ta-da!
All better.
Oh, better. You're awesome. Ouch.
So it's I like using my own stencils. I no that no this is my very first stencil that I've designed, so I was like, oh, stenciling's so
Woo-woo.
fun.
I want that stencil so bad. I gotta wait to get it though, because you're not giving me a deal on just the stencil and the stamp.
Hey friends, did my link for the printables come out yet? If not, I need to put that. I'll just copy it in. Man, I'm really struggling today with really not just
It's not
today,
like
but
you aren't doing so many things these days, Lynn.
no, but the problem is that it's programmed to do the things and at particular times put, you know, messages into the live chat. It's just not doing it the way that I've programmed and told it how to do it. All right, friends.
Man.
I don't want you to walk away with nothing. So, oh, hey, Adelaide, welcome. So
Hi,
here's the
Adelaide.
offer from me. You can get 6 months of my easy postage printables. Just fill out this form. And I really just need your email because the coupon code is going to get basically connected to your email so that it's restricted to just the folks who fill out the form. And so if you would like to pick out or pick up the postage printables that I release, there's some out there already. And I already have a lot planned for the rest of the year, and that's what you're going to get. Is basically from now until the end of the year, you're going to be able to pick them all up for free, and not just the easy
Exciting.
guide ones. So, um, okay, so hopefully, oh, good, you got that. All right, it's working for you. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ruth, for. Okay, I see submissions coming in. Perfect. And then join what I've just been doing because it's Elisa had a really good idea. She just posted the coupon code to the Easy Wonder Die Inspiration Facebook group, which I thought was brilliant because it's safe to share since it can only work for you all since I'm restricting it to just the email addresses of people who have signed up for it. So it can't get abused. So what I would love is if you are not already part of the Easy Wonder Inspiration group over on Facebook, and I know not everybody likes to be on Facebook, and that's totally okay. But if you like to be a part of the Facebook community, there's a link to the Easy Wonder Inspiration group, and I would love to see what you make with your Easy Wonder dies, any of them, Or if you're just there to see inspiration and you don't have the dies, you're welcome to hang out with us also. It's not a requirement to buy the dies. And now the question is what to do with this.
Yeah. Make it into a card, of course. It's
Of
very
course.
cute.
Let's see. No, but I don't have a plan. So just so that you all know, when you cut the add-on, it looks like this, and it does have its own stitch border detailing. And when you layer it onto the grid, which also has stitch border detailing, it is meant to cover up the stitching that's part of the postage grid. And so it just fills out that frame more than if you were to take the pieces that the main die cuts out. So these pieces here are actually meant to layer into the grid locations. So if you took those pieces, you would get like a slightly different look because these are sized to sit inside the stitching detail. And just a heads up, FYI, that's kind of how the stencil is designed as well. So the stencil actually will stencil this size of a background, leaving you that little bit of a border on the inside of the stitching. And then the other stencil in the set takes your stenciling all the way to the stitching lines. So that's kind of a little bit of a difference for like creating different looks. Like, it really just depends on how much of the border you want visible. Oh, hey, Lamont. Welcome, friend. How are you doing? Meg's here with me. She's crafting.
Hello.
We're crafting with the Easy Wonder dies, which I think I'm gonna. So okay, I think this is the best way to separate out your little postage stamps from the grid. I just fold it. Don't even bother with your trimmers, friends. Just fold it and tear it.
Because that's what you do with real stamps.
Yeah, and
Am I right?
it's pretty easy to get it like right in half too, surprisingly. Well, I don't know. I was surprised. You just fold it. Yeah, maybe give it a little bit of a crease or whatever just with your hands, and then tear. You get it's nice and organic,
Voila.
but it's also pretty even, pretty much kind of halfway. I mean, I used to take it to my little mini guillotine and trim it, but you can actually line it up more off than just tearing it. I think tearing it gets it like in half more easily. That's just me. So, yay. Yeah, exactly. Christina says, how authentic to just tear it. Yeah. It actually it took me a little bit of I had to mentally work up to tearing it
Tearing
because
paper.
I know you love it, Meg.
Yeah.
But I love things all tidy and neat, but to be honest, it was so hard. Well, not so hard, but I really felt like it took forever. Not forever, but you know, me, I'm so like type A. So it kind of took me forever to line it up, and I would be like, is that halfway? Is that in middle? And then if it was a little bit off, I'd be like, oh man.
Now I gotta do this again.
Kind of, or just live with it, to be honest. I was okay with living with it, but then there would be that initial like, oh, a little bit bummed. I didn't get it just right. And this it's so much, like, you get it in half so much more easily. I've got extras of these components. So I'm gonna do something with, so you might kind of think to yourself, what can you do if you don't want to use all of the, I'll show you where all of these pieces come from. But you don't necessarily have to use them on your postage grid if you don't want to. I've got a couple cards that show you some different ideas, which maybe I'll show. Let's see. Okay. So some of my favorite cards are my dragon cards, but not because they feature the dragons.
Yes, it
And-
is.
But I really love these two because these little shapes here, those are, you might kind of think, oh, it's so specific, and if I'm cutting it from pattern paper, am I gonna really layer that right back onto the same pattern paper? Which I do because I just flip it to the back sometimes, and then you have two probably very complementary, if it's a well-designed paper pad, which Not Too Shabby papers are, usually you flip to the back and you get like a really wonderful complement to the pattern on the other side. And so what I do often is I just kind of flip it to the back and then layer it right on top. But if you end up with a lot of these and it doesn't really work out that way, these are a couple of fun layouts where I've just tiled all those pieces to create this little geometric background. And then it just gives you a way to kind of build the stage to then create your design with like individual little stamps like that. So just a very different way to use all of those little elements if you find yourself with baggies full of them like Meg has. Oh my gosh, I keep tossing things off to one side. I should really not do that. 'Cause I don't know where my other stencil is. Thanks. Okay, so there's that. And then, so that's, I think what I'm gonna do here, I am gonna make this little stamp the star, but I think what I might do is maybe use some of these other elements and just tile them up and create a little bit of a background for.
Fun.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put myself nice and small so folks can really see your coloring, which is amazing, as always.
Thank you. What color outfit should I give her?
Oh. Well, I know you did a pink t-shirt.
Yeah, can you believe it? Another pink one. What is my deal these days? I think when I'm sick, I do pink.
The pink, so you freehand drew the little t-shirt design?
Yeah, let me see if I have her here.
That's just amazing.
Come out, wherever you are. There she is.
Meg's got this amazing
So
card.
you might have seen her online, but this is
So
her
cool.
little t-shirt she's talking about. I did a little mountain scene and with a river runs through it, a path goes through it. It's just
Oh my gosh.
a cute looking. And I really liked her freckles. I don't know if you can see them, but I really like her freckles.
Me too. She's so pink. She's got the pink hair. She's
Pink hair,
got,
pink shirt, pink socks.
oh my gosh.
She's coordinated. I never am, but she is.
Well, it's just funny because for folks who don't know, Meg is not a fan of pink. So
Nope.
it's weird. It's weird when she chooses to craft with pink.
So
So
anybody got a
weird.
preference in outfit color for her, or style, or design, or
Maybe a well, live chat. What do you think? What color t-shirt, shorts would you like to see?
and boots? We can even do
And
colored boots.
boots. I mean, I know what color I would.
What color would you do?
Teal goes great with purple.
It sure does.
Oh dang. Okay,
What?
wait, Lori. Okay, Meg bragged about hers. So let me show you this. But you guys pretend you didn't see this until like Friday.
You got to be on the big screen.
I have to find it first. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
What? Where is it? Uh-oh. Oh no, where is that card?
Hmm,
Oh, I have
I
a
don't
box.
know.
Hold on. Chat away. Just give me a second. I have okay, so for folks who don't know, I have, if you have ever subscribed to the box of the month, I have a box of the month full of my Easy Wonder cards. And it's very full of Easy Wonder cards. So, a lot of cards in here. Oh, here it is. Found it. Found it.
I don't know where my box of Easy Wonder cards are. I got to get them out.
And then I'll put myself oh, see, teal and navy, teal and
Mm.
purple, red, royal navy blue. Okay, here's why I want to show this card.
With her
I
camo shirt.
Yay!
That's awesome. That is awesome.
And that gets Carol's cargo brown shorts
There you
suggestion.
go.
So there, yay! And I'm super like thrilled with it because I was like, oh, I did like a little special add-on the way that I've been learning because I've been taking Meg's coloring classes, and so totally would not have ever really tried that for if it was a year ago, would never have tried to do anything like that on my own. But thanks to Meg's tutelage and the skills that she has taught, and really not just the skills, but it's just like the spirit to like play and try. I did my camo, and then it's a
Yay.
it's a light up card. So her little lantern lights up. So
Aw,
that
that is so
is,
cute.
yeah. And then okay, so then friends, like I'm so proud of myself. I share it with Meg, and then I see Meg's card with her pink t-shirt, and she's done a whole scene, and I was like, oh my gosh. there's there's no there's just like Meg just always takes it to the next
Don't you
step.
dare say comparison because you do not compare yourself to anybody. That is an awesome shirt. That is.
Yeah. Well, I'm still proud of it. It's just like, it just gives me more to aspire to when I
Well, good.
see.
That it keeps you going. That's good.
Yeah. So, but you're right. It's not and it really isn't about comparing, but it's more like, competing.
Yeah. I'm not comparing. I'm just flat out competing with you. I like
because
that.
because I hadn't seen you posted your yours yet, and I was like, I'm gonna blow Meg's mind out of the waters with my camouflage t-shirt. And then Meg's like, oh man, that's so good. And then I went and I checked where we're supposed to upload our pictures. And I was like, oh, she does have a project already done. And it's pretty awesome. And of course, Meg is so gracious. She's
To be fair, they are all awesome. Crafty Stamco did cute images, and we just got to play and make it what we want. So that's the fun of it. Make it what you want. That's what I like
well,
about it.
no, but so here's the thing, Meg, and I'm not just saying this because we're friends and I adore you, but in the past, I would have, if I had seen your t-shirt, the coloring of your t-shirt, I would have thought to myself, I wish they had just drawn the stamp that way so that I could have done that for myself. And had a cool t-shirt design like you did. And my mindset has really changed now with how I look at stamps because now when I see like a blank t-shirt like that, I think, oh, there's like so many things I can like turn that into and so many cute little designs and little extras that I can add. And so now I appreciate it more because you
Yay.
have taught us with your class, ways to add different looks to things. And, I did this one recently with the plaid, which was very close
Yay.
to like the woven pattern that you taught us.
Yeah. And I taught plaid that one time too, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, you have taught us a plaid too. So yeah, I mean, so now I'm like, oh, okay, well now, you know what? I like that they're just keeping it open, giving us the option to add our own little details.
Yay! That's what makes it so fun. Make it your own. You don't have to be cookie cutter. Make it your own. Be creative. You'll be so much happier when you're done, right, Lynn? You're very much happy with that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Um, everybody wants the dragons. Um, dragons.
Dragon and
Hey.
roll.
Hi, Terry. Welcome. And thanks, Carol. And thank you, Lori. Um, thanks, Ruth, as well. The dragon set is not out yet. I have to kind of pace myself, right? Give you guys, these
Something to
new
look
things.
forward to.
Yeah, something to look forward to, but also, so here's, just want to be transparent. It's just us here live, right, hanging out. So the reason why I'm doing the printables is because I know that the dies don't get restocked as a rule. And so, it's like Easy Wonder 2 came out last summer and just this past May was the first time it's ever been restocked. And so because of that, like I know it can be hard to like for me anyways to like craft with something that folks can't buy anymore once it's out of stock. And so one of the reasons why I put together the postage printables, there's two reasons. The first is so that I kind of have something that I can put out on my own schedule and make maybe a little bit of income on, truth be told, but also so that there's something new coming out that's in the Easy Wonder kind of universe of products. And hopefully that kind of keeps the whole Easy Wonder brand, so to speak, top of mind for everybody until the next time it gets restocked. the other reason is that I know companies in general, there have been like a little bit of a shakeup in the dye manufacturing world with the US dye manufacturer closing earlier this year. And so, the future of dyes, hard to know, in general, predict where that's headed. And I think you all know, you've probably seen plenty of announcements and stuff about whether or not companies are continuing to make dyes. And so we just don't know. But that also means that if you're able to get dyes like the Easy Wonder dyes, I want to continue to give you things to get the most out of them. Because if you're gonna spend the money on them, and dyes aren't always, the cheapest thing that you can get in your craft room. And so I kind of want to be able to give you all something that you can really get more use out of the dyes that you have. And that's why I'm making the easy guide version of my printables. It's going to be free for everybody when it first releases. And I'll keep it free for like a little bit of time, maybe for like that entire month. And then when the next, month's release comes out, and I don't know if I'll be releasing monthly, but whenever that is, right? Then the latest and greatest will be free. And the older ones, maybe I'll put a little bit of a couple dollar price tag on. And that way, if you have the Easy Wonder Dye number 3, then you can get like this continuous supply of something for free from me that you can craft with, and remember to like kind of pull out your dye and use them. And for folks who don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't noticed any of the previous live streams where I've talked about it, I am designing printables that I sell on my website. And so I have what I am calling, I'm going to put myself on the big screen. Sorry to take away from Meg's coloring. But this is what I'm calling the easy guide version. So this is the version that's going to be, Linda, I thank you so much Linda has used the mermaid one, and I love seeing what you have made with it. And so this is coffee themed, obviously, and it is designed so that if you have the main dye, it's so specialized, right? It's so custom designed for the Easy Wonder dye, because if you use your main dye to cut this out, you're going to get these little images that land exactly in these spots. And then you can just layer that right on top of the postage grid and have your little stamp designs. And then these images off to the side here are scaled and clipped so that, and I go over this in masterclass, exactly how to line up your add-on dies so that you can cut these out and then layer those onto your postage grid. Now for every collection, what I've done is made the easy guide version, which, as I mentioned, when a new collection comes out, it'll always be for free. So just come to my website, download it, grab it for free. If you want some more variation, then I have extras available. And if you're here, get that deal, because 6 months gets you these ones for free also. But they will not initially release for free. These I've designed so that they're in the same theme, different backgrounds, but the same images that are here are going to be on these extra versions too, but look, you get the full image. So here I clipped it. It's the same scale, but I clipped it because when you use your add-on die to cut this out, you don't need the rest. And you might decide, well, I don't want to use the add-on die. Let's say you don't want to use the add-on die in this orientation. What if you want to use the add-on die like that instead? And so that's why I've made the extra version so that it's the full image. And then if you don't have the Easy Wonder dies at all, maybe this set of extras would interest you because it's not custom fitted for the Easy Wonder dies. And it's just nice themed images and a little bit of a background here, which is large enough to fit your main Easy Wonder die. So it gives you the ultimate flexibility. So now you can position your postage grid anywhere within this space, within any orientation that you want. Whereas this is very specifically designed so that, because you have to line it up just right, because this is where your postage grid needs to land. So that part needs to land here. And what I tell people is the little triangle here of your banner flag, that needs to be on the upper right. So so these are what I'm calling easy postage printables. And as I mentioned, it's just something that I can continue to kind of give you for free throughout, to kind of keep us thinking about the Easy Wonder dies, number 3 in particular, until, and hopefully if it does get restocked once it sells out, because it will sell out, and I imagine pretty quickly too. And so it's just to tie us over until the next restock. So that's a sneaky peek of something coming up. For folks who saw the dragon cards, Meg, did I show you this? I have fantasy dragons you saw earlier.
You did, yes.
And
Aren't they adorable?
I'm gonna have cute dragons.
They are so stinking cute.
So cute. I just love them. So that's...
Who wouldn't want one of those little cuties on a card, right?
Aren't they adorable? Look at those
Don't they just
eyes.
make you smile? Just look at that smile on that red one. Oh my god. And that blue one. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That face. Look at that face.
That's totally a baby dragon, because look how big the head is
I know.
compared to the body.
And he's kind of looking cross-eyed.
He's so
He's a little baby
cross-eyed.
dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, these are all like cute baby dragons. So there's the fun background, and then and of course I did not illustrate these. I'm more than happy to. You guys know I don't have these art skills, so I did not illustrate these. The fantasy dragons that you saw on the cards I showed earlier, those were AI generated. Super excited about that. Oh, there's actually 3. Oh, this has 3 extra, because I couldn't stop at just the 2. So it's actually 3 extra prints and then the easy guide. So I'm such a tease. I tease these. I don't know when I'm gonna release them. It won't be the first dragon one that you saw earlier. That might come out in June, sometime this month. These ones I have to test. Everything I'm showing you now, I printed out, but I need to test or enlist Meg to help me test.
Woot, definitely. Yes, I'd be very excited. I just got a new printer just because of Lynn's printables. Believe it or not. This is my birthday on the 2nd. Yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever.
Hi,
And
Emery.
my husband got me a new printer.
Yay! So I'm so glad. I need you to test it though.
I know. Well, I have a spot for it, but it's not out of its package yet because I was working on my craft room. Can't do both at once, I guess. I'm not that talented.
Okay, well, you just let me know when you're all set up, and
Well, I'll probably be saying, Lynn, how do I do this?
hey, this is cool. Lori, her son has a steampunk book on Amazon where baby dragons were raised by a thief. Hey, Lori,
Ooh,
let us know the name.
yes.
What's the name of the book?
I read dragon stories all the time, so yes,
I know.
please.
I was like, Meg will read it for sure. I've
For
already forgotten the
sure.
other book that we talked about
Dragon
dragons.
Riders of Dragon was
Oh, there
what
we
I
go.
was reading. And Fourth Wing was the other one, which I have not read yet.
Our special codes. Yeah, Linda, that it should work. It should work from Secret Sale. So that should work for you. And the code from Monday, everybody who signed up on Monday, it's the same code today. But folks who were part of the live stream special on Monday, the code should work for all of you. And then folks who are just signing up now, so the folks who joined me on the secret sale were just my waitlist folks, and they got an entire year's worth, like 12 months worth. But you all for today and next week, if you didn't grab the deal today, you should. But don't worry, next week I'll offer it too if you want to invite your friends and tell them that I'm offering some free stuff.
Yeah. Who doesn't
And
like free? Come on.
yeah, everybody loves free. Oh my gosh, Irene, brand new printer in the box since Christmas. Get that out.
Yeah, I hope I don't go that far. Sorry, Irene. I hope I get it out sooner than that.
Yeah, Kristen says, yes, get that printer up and running. Hi, friend. Um, is that for the full bundle or just the extras? Well, it's gonna be for everything. So yeah. So, oh, thank you for asking, Linda. You, can you guys give me some feedback if you don't mind? But I'm gonna show you my website real quick. Let me know if this is confusing because I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I've made it too confusing, but let me show you what I'm talking about, and then you can give me some feedback. And I'm happy to take your feedback on board. So when you go to my website, it looks like this, and then you go to shop. I have this new section here, which will have everything that I have designed that's being sold by Jamie at Not Too Shabby. So you can click here to see like basically the Easy Wonder dies, like the actual physical products. And that'll just take you over to the listings over on Not Too Shabby. The postage printables are going to be here and digital illustrations, and this is where Meg's digis are sold as well. So Linda was asking, does it work on the full bundle? So here's essentially how I have these things listed. So if you look at these ones here, the easy guide one you can see is free. So when it releases, it'll always be free, marked down. And then at some point, maybe when the next set comes out, it'll just go back to its regular price. Then I have the extras that you can pick up, a la carte. And then I have a full bundle, which if you see the full bundle, it will have all three. Or however many that's part of the collection, because that cute dragon one will have actually 4 PDFs. And so I've done it this way so that folks can just pick and choose and get just the things that they want to get. If you only want the easy guide one for free, then you can easily just grab that. And then if you only want one of the extras, then you can grab that. Or you can grab everything and it's like slightly discounted. So your code will work on everything. But if you get the full bundle, you don't need to get the other ones because it includes all of them. And I think I was being a little bit lazy, but I'm guessing what will help is if I change the graphic, like make each of the graphics look different. So I'll try to get better with that. But do you like the separate listings, or should I just have the easy guide and then maybe just sell the full bundle and not have the extras by themselves? Let me know what you think. I want to make it easy and not confusing. Um, but the fewer listings the better, because then less work for me. But I'm all about giving people options, and so that's why I like separated everything out. But I noticed what people were doing was they would put the full bundle in, and then they would also put the easy guide in, and they would put extra 1 and extra 2, and then you're like, it's duplicated. You don't really, because the full bundle got you everything already. So that's why I wonder if it's confusing the way I have it. So,
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't hurt to just get everything, but
right.
but but it was not really necessary. So then it made me think maybe it's because it's a little confusing how I have it, and that's why.
I haven't looked at it yet. I will. I think I would have to look at it. I mean, I know you just showed us, but I
Yeah.
think I would
Well,
have
I
to look
know
at it.
because I just send it to you, so you don't. You haven't had to like.
I haven't had to do that.
You haven't had to actually shop.
Darn it.
Yeah. Okay. It is confusing, right? Okay. I thought so. Christina, the code only if you signed up today, you need to give me time. So it doesn't work if you just signed up today. If you signed up on the secret sale or on Monday, then it does work for you. You have to be logged in. Because it's tied to your email address. The email address that you gave me when you signed up on the form, you need to be logged in with that email address in order for the coupon to work for you. But if you only just signed up today, give me some time after the stream, because I'm doing this right now. So to get it to work for you, I have to do some other things on the back end. But I always ask everybody, give me a day or so, but literally I've done it immediately after being done with my stream, so it'll be pretty fast. But I'm still gonna ask for a day, just in case.
Give her some grace.
Well, there's an adage in project management, and it's always, under promise, over deliver. So if I tell you it'll take me a day, but I do it within an hour, it makes me look really good to you.
Ooh.
Well, and then
Tricky,
there's no
tricky.
disappointment, because then if
Right.
it actually ends up taking me a day, which it could, I get squirreled often. Then I've given myself time, but that's how software development works.
I tried to get all fancy with her shirt again, and I don't know as though I'm happy.
Okay. Maybe the extras bundled together, easy on its own, and then the full bundle. That would simplify a little bit. If you can't get the code to work, okay, so basic troubleshooting, without knowing what error you're seeing, are you logged in? And then if yes, are you logged in with the email address that you gave me when you signed up for the offer? Both those need to be true. And then, oh, there's the name of the book. Oh gosh, Rofolio's Scaly Circus. That's Lori
Oh,
Burgess's son's book on Amazon. Ah, so cool. Hi, Caroline.
all right.
Welcome.
We'll have to
Let me know,
check that
Caroline,
out.
if there are any questions that you might have for me, because it sounds like you missed the secret sale. I do have 2 more live stream specials coming up next week. And there's going to be an offer available on the Easy Wonder die for the full collection. We're mainly doing this early so that, diehard fans who are our full set syndrome fans can get their hands on the Easy Wonder die early. So if you have any questions, if I can help you with anything that you might need to or want to know before Monday, which is the next live stream special, just let me know. I'm happy to answer so that you can. They are limited, and they went really fast today. So, and I'll try to time it a little bit better on Monday, but I do want to be able to answer all of everybody's questions, and that way you can kind of feel good about making a decision. Oh, Christina, you got it during the secret sale, so yeah, it should work for you. I posted to the Easy Wonder Inspiration group when I got that. When I got that working. Where's my other little? Oh, there's that skinny strip. Okay, so kind of. Oh, I like her little T-shirt, Meg.
You.
She's got another cute little T-shirt.
Kind of
She's
similar to the last one, but lives are hard to color on.
yeah, yeah. She's very stylish. She's got all the cute things.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to I'm just going to use these little things to tile up and make a little bit of a pattern here. Irene says, Meg, you're coloring. Holy smokes, leave some talent for the rest of us.
How
Well,
sweet.
Meg is so generous because she shares that talent with the rest of us by having her
I
coloring
do
with
like to
Meg.
share. Yeah. If you want to color like this, we can show you how.
Ruth says, I get squirreled often is a saying I've never heard, but it makes me chuckle. Reminds me of the dog from Up.
Yes.
I'm not the only one who says it, though, right? Am I? I don't know.
No, I get squirreled all the time.
Yeah.
My
Squirrel.
husband says, yep, squirrel, squirrel. That is why it takes so long for me to get my craft room up and running.
Yeah,
When I change it.
Meg just reorganized her craft room.
Yes, totally. Totally.
Oh my gosh. Meg, does it say, what are the letters?
You rock.
Oh.
Because it was supposed to be a mountain. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I hope, can you, at some point, not now, because I know you're in the middle, but if we can get like a close-up look, that would be awesome.
I could try that.
Right, Christina? Doesn't it feels very artsy, right? Artsy fartsy to just kind of, you don't have to have like a rhyme or reason. I just like to do a little spattering of all these little all the smaller parts. Oh, look at that snow-capped mountain. I love it. That's so good.
Now to the hard part. Fussy cut.
Oh, Cece, you're so sweet. Cece says, yes, beautiful job, Meg. I can only drool over your coloring.
Aw,
So
thank you,
sweet.
Cece, but you can play too.
Oh gosh. Oh no, Lori. Lori says I have one and two, but not sure on the add-on sets. Couldn't find them, so I ordered them again in teal. Then when I went to put them away, found the missing ones. Oh.
Oh, this when
Um,
you regift to one of your favorite friends.
yeah. You can definitely feel free to regift. It would not hurt my feelings if you had to sell them.
Oh,
um, well, it just means that somebody's gonna use them. But sorry you accidentally bought it twice, but at least now you have the teal ones. So
but you know how often all of us crafters do that?
yeah, yeah. I
That
mean,
is
for sure.
not an odd thing to have happened because I do that
Yeah,
all the time. Luckily, my
guilty.
best friend and I will share back and forth. If she buys two of something, I get one. If I buy two of something, she gets one. It works out
Well,
very good.
um, the this is a good point from Carol too. Now you can cut lots of things at once. I
Yeah.
I really um okay, well, I'm just gonna be real honest with everybody. In one sec. Um, so
Not now, but in a sec.
no, I'll do it now. Hold on. I just gotta, I gotta find it though. So I obviously got the original dies when they first came out, of course. So I have them in
Hmm.
teal. And then when I found out that the new dies are teal, or I have them in silver, when I found the new dies were coming out in silver,
In
I
teal.
told Jamie, I was like, I kind of wish I had the teal ones. Very passive aggressive like. I might have outright asked her, I can't remember. But I kind of did it not really expecting cuz I'm sure she'd rather sell it, right? And she sent me the full collection of Easy 1 and 2 and the add-ons in the new teal, which
Oh,
was so generous of her. And initially, um, when I was doing a lot of just like with Easy 3, I do like a lot of the testing and creating a lot of projects up front so that there's lots of inspiration to share and whatnot. And every time, I've designed a new one and I'm going through that process, I always think to myself, I wish I had two because I do have like a large platform machine that's electronic and it doesn't quite fit two on there at the same time. But, when one is going through, you can be lining up a second one. And then, it just is so much faster. Once it gets spit out the other end, you can pop the next one in. And especially with Easy 3, oh my gosh, I really wanted a second one of Easy 3 because you have to weed out all of those little circles
yeah.
between the postage border. And um and so Jamie graciously sent me a second version of Easy 3 even. Even though,
Oh,
my test, the one that I was testing already came in teal. But she sent me, a full set of a full like news set, and I thought, oh yay, now I have two. I can be like super fast and run it through twice and just one right after another, like just really crank it out. But these teal ones are so precious to me. I haven't taken them out of the packaging.
oh,
They're
you
like,
got new
you know
package
how,
syndrome.
well, yeah, it's like toy
A
collectors,
collector's item.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've been leaving them in their packaging and not crafting with it because, I mean, truth be told, I find it a lot easier for live streams like this where I can like show you what it looks like, in its fresh packaging and all of that. And so it just like presents a little bit better than
It does.
showing you how I store it, which, is a little bit, kind of like I store it like this, right? And this looks much tidier and nicer than this. but but I so that's my truth. I have not actually opened the second set that Jamie sent me of any of the Easy Wonder dies, because now it's like pristine. I have like in the packaging my full collection of dies. Yeah, it's Jamie is so
So
yeah,
sweet.
right on. Carol, not surprised Jamie is so generous. Cece says, "Wow, how very sweet of her to send those to you." For sure, because um she doesn't really have to. I mean, they'll sell. I mean, we're almost sold out of Easy One, um so yeah, it's I'm very, very fortunate to get to design for Jamie and for Not Too Shabby, and she's been very, very wonderful, very supportive, and a great boss. So,
Aw.
but
You too are a great boss too, so thank you for all you do.
uh, I'm not your boss, though.
I'm on the team of yours. I'm on your
we're partners more than anything.
partners in crime, huh?
Yeah. Are you cutting on the line? Oh my
No,
gosh.
just close.
Oh.
I like a white border. A lot of people don't, but I like it because it feels like it's framed and it stands out a little bit better. That's why I like a little white. But sometimes I don't like a ton of white.
Meg, Lori says, sitting here fascinated watching that fussy cutting. Yeah, Meg is. I'm not a fan, but Meg doesn't mind doing it.
I don't mind it.
Well, you don't mind it, but do you enjoy it? Some people enjoy it.
Um, I I kind of think of it as a fun challenge. Can I get the border even? Can I do a thin one? Can I do a thick one?
Oh,
I kind of make a
goodness.
game out of it. Just like my drawing, I make a game out of
That's not a game that I want to play.
it. And yet you will do 1/16, 1/8.
Oh yeah,
What was
that's
the
fine.
littlest one? What do we call that? Not a
Flies,
smidge. What do you call it?
flies
Fly's
eyelash.
eyelash. Yeah,
One
you do that
16th.
stuff.
You just need to hit a line on the cutting. Well, most trimmers and stuff
Yeah,
have. So
right. I
that's a
feel
lot.
about your 1/16 like you feel about fussing cutting.
Oh my
Fussy
gosh,
cutting
no, it's not the same.
is the same.
It's not the same. No, Meg, it's not.
I groaned at that last MCA with all the measurements, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh! I'm glad I'm watching, but I'm not. I'm not playing this time."
That's too funny. Okay. Boop. All right. So, okay, but see, Lori, I have a scan and cut too. And by the way, Meg does too. I don't think she's used hers. I don't even think it's out of the box. Speaking
It is
of things in
not.
boxes for months and months. Totally calling
Oh,
you out, Meg.
oh, you are. It's so true.
But the thing with my scan and cut is okay, so you know how if you like line up a die, coordinating die, and you're like a little bit off, you might get like a wider white, a bigger white border on one side and then like a smaller white border on the opposite side. That's what my scan and cut does. So I would never, like, Jamie showed me something that she had scanned and cut, and it was on the line. I would never trust my scan and cut to actually cut on the line because, I mean, there's a setting you could do it, but mine would totally cut into the image because it's off. So folks told me I need to calibrate it. I don't know I don't know how to do that, so I haven't done that.
You'll love it because it's more little math thingies.
I don't know. I don't know. Hey Meg,
You'll just
should I feel like this green is like sticking out like a sore thumb. Should I like offset cover it
yes,
with
yes, that looks good. Offset cover that. Make that a frame.
Cece says fussy cutting and my shaky hands don't get along very well.
I gotta get my glass mat here. I have to cut out the inside of her neck here.
Oh, Carol, you're so sweet. Carol says, Meg, it's okay to be human too. Carol, that scan and cut was expensive. She should get it out and play.
I should. I know I should, but it's a matter of space with me right now, and I just redid my room so that maybe I can get these things out.
Okay, Meg, we have somebody in chat who has graciously offered something for you. So
Which
Christina
is
Holloman says, this is for you, Meg. Okay, so you need to set up a time frame. And if you haven't got your scan and cut out of the box by that time, I will give it a good home.
I may take you up on that because now I'm thinking, do I? Because I fussy cut all the time, and it's like, do I need the scan and cut? Why did I buy the scan and cut? You know, that just keeps going through my head. Why did I buy that thing?
I mean, um it is nice to have for sure, I think.
Is it really?
When it works, I still use it to
It
I
wouldn't work. See?
well,
See?
it I'm not if the scan and cut is doing the cutting, I'm not super mad that it's a little bit off, and then now I've learned there's something I can do to maybe fix that. But so maybe I'll do that, but the thing is that right now I have so many things like in front of it that I can't fully open it, or else I would use it more often. Um and but then like, you know, especially like for her, I really wanted to just scan and cut her out because that's a lot of she's got a lot of there's a lot of curviness
Curves to her.
to her. Yeah.
Curvy lines.
Yeah. So I was crafting with Jamie during the retreat like kickoff, and she brought out like her whole stack of glitter enamel dots because obviously she has them all. And it was thick. It was like 4 or 5 inches thick. I was so jealous.
Okay, guys, what do we think for this? For her? On stripes? On
Ooh.
diamonds? On cool background that Lynn made.
Aw. Okay, friends. Vote. Blue background, grungy diamonds, or black
Or
stripes.
grungy stripes.
Oh. Carol says, I feel you, Meg. I got my scan and cut, left it in the box, was too intimidated to try. When I finally gathered my courage, it was so simple. See, you got
Aww.
testimony.
Well, thank you for that. I should just do it, right? Just do it, Meg.
Okay, we got Irene votes for stripes. Linda votes for stripe. Two votes for stripes. so far.
Hmm, cool.
Trying to find.
So this is why I like to have them cut out ahead of time, because you can do that. You can say, "What do you think?"
Oh, Susan's voting for the first one, the blue. Shelly says stripes. Christina says stripes. Oh, Cece, I think stripes are
I
winning.
think Stripes is winning.
Susan's voting twice.
Susan really feels strongly about it.
Well, I think no, I think it was because she didn't know which way first. Because if I went left to right, it would be the first one. But if I went right to left, I could have
Oh,
gone that way too. But
I
yeah,
do
you
have
get
different colored stripes.
yeah. Hey Susan, welcome friend. Yeah. There's a that was pretty overwhelming. Ooh, I like the lighter stripes.
Do you?
Oh, Adelaide voted for
I
blue
like
too.
I like them because they go with the mountains. I think better.
Oh,
I don't
that's true. There is more contrast, I feel, with the darker. Yeah. I don't know. You're the design guru, not me. I ask you these
know.
questions. Like, that's what the live chat's for.
That is what live chat is for.
Okay, I'm trying to find green, a green that goes with what I got going on here.
Where'd my other dude go?
Oh, I'm so low on these. When it gets to this point, I start panicking because it's not even half done, and I already started to panic.
What's
Even
not
though,
half done?
okay, I think I'm gonna go with these.
I like it, Lynn. That is looking awesome.
Yours? Yes, I
No,
agree.
yours.
Oh, mine.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about yours. I was like, look at you
No,
being
I was
all
looking at
confident
yours.
about yours. I love it.
I was looking at yours. Yes, I am very confident about mine. Don't I rock? No.
I think a lot of people were voting lighter stripes, by the way. Oh, Lori
Oh,
says
really?
darker. Yeah. Hi, Nestia. She says the blue one. Lighter stripes, yeah. Oh, Susan's been lurking. What's
Hi,
this?
Susan. Hey,
What's
Lurker.
what's the workshop week you're doing? You've mentioned that twice, but what is it, a crafty workshop or is this like for workshop? Oh yeah, that's true. The scrapbooking fun summit starts. I'm doing a class. It's the first Easy Wonder class that I ever recorded. Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Have fun, Christina. She's gonna be off to craft roulette in review.
Nice.
Agreed, Irene. Um,
How do I want to do this?
Carol says my enamel dot stash is huge. Not too shabbies are the best out there. Oh, T says lurking, and she says dark, but she came out of lurking mode to say dark stripes.
Thank you, T.
I love that we can ask something and everybody comes out of lurk mode. Hi, Anne.
Much appreciated, though. Now I have to get some stars because I
Because she's
mentioned
not glued
stars.
down yet, right? Or is she?
No, she's not. She's not glued down, and I'm just still playing,
So it's not
because I
too
already
late.
finished one card.
We can still talk Meg
We could still
into.
we could still go with the light stripes. I do love my grunge.
Is that from? Is the light stripe? Is that from the? Is that from Not Too Shabby?
It's grit and grunge, not too shabby. Yep.
Yeah. I
Those
love
are
that.
dark stripes.
I hope Jamie does more like masculine themed.
I know. I look at this background. It's just so full of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So freaking fun.
All right, folks. Okay, mental snapshot that. And then
I'm gonna throw up some stars there because that's what I'm gonna put on there. So
oh, see, the stars are
just so
gonna
you
look
get a
better on the
plan.
black.
Are they?
Oh, look at that. Stars make the best. Oh, that's so perfect. Okay, that's how it looks on the light stripes. I think I like the dark. Bye, Carol. Have a
Throw
good
some
one.
stars.
Yeah, T says more grunge, please. Yeah, I know. T, when I saw that come out, I was like, oh, this is right up T's alley. She's gonna
This
love
paper.
this paper collection.
Yeah, I had to get it. I actually bought this paper because yes, it's grunge and I love it.
Yeah, but I always kind of think for T, I wondered, like, I wonder if she would buy this because she could make it. Like,
She could make it.
yeah, she does her own grunge so well.
She does use papers too, though. She doesn't
Yeah.
always make it.
Okay, so Kristen
But I do love
says,
watching her make them.
yeah, Kristen says on the dark stripes, the stars and sentiment is better. Lori says dark. Oh, wasn't in my budget. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Irene says it does look great in the light stripes, but dark stripes give me Camper Wednesday Adams. That's
Wednesday
true.
Adam
There
vibe.
is a very Wednesday Adams vibe to it. I'm kind of here for it. Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
look, I have to put this one in here because it's got teal in it.
Oh, cute.
Wait, come here, little star. Come here, little star.
Um, super cute.
I can't get it to flip over.
You need one of those. You need one of these.
I have a picker. I have a picker too.
Oh, okay.
Come here, you.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, what kind
yeah,
of pickup
right
tools do
tool for
you
the right
have?
job. This is scrapbook.com's picker
Oh,
tool.
interesting.
But I
Yes.
also have these, which are for diamond dot painting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome.
The teal one does not look good in her hair, but we can put it above her. Get off her. Get off her. All right, now I got to find a background paper I like. A
Okay.
card front I like.
Well, that still doesn't. That's not straight. I feel like my eyes are very crooked.
You guys are going to laugh at me because I reorganized my craft room. I have no idea where my cards are. Where are my cards? No
Oh,
pre-cut
like
cards.
your card bases, or just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't know where
The
your
folded paper that you make cards out of. Yeah,
yeah, that thing.
I have
You got
those somewhere.
you you can just make. Do you cut and fold your own card bases?
I can do that. Yes. But I already had them done.
I was just gonna say, is like, if you can find your card stock. T says,
Lynn.
only laughing with you, Meg.
It's just so funny because my friend was over and she was helping me. This is on my birthday, mind you, and she's being a real hard taskmaster. Keep sorting, keep moving, keep doing. So she made me sort all my card fronts and my card bases and things. and put them in these boxes. But what good is it if they're in those boxes if I don't remember which box they're in?
Oh my gosh.
So they are not where I thought they would be. It's like, where are they?
You're too funny. That's hilarious.
You think so? You really think so?
Okay, well,
It's
I
good if I
finished a
can't laugh at
card
myself.
while Meg is looking for a card base. Here's my card. So
Oh,
I took all the little bits from
I'm gonna do it in silver.
the main Easy Wonder die. So this, all these shapes here. I think even though most of them are designed to layer on top of your postage grid, if you find that you have some left over, I like just tiling them and making like a little bit of a random pattern. I might stick another little
Oh my
bit
goodness, I cut it
down here
wrong.
too, just to fill this space a little. But it's just a different way to kind of use all of these elements and create like a little bit of a different look. And I did a little bit of stenciling with my the 6x6 stencil. So I use the one that stencils inside the lines, and it's sized and designed to stencil your postage grid, but because the add-on dies are designed to also layer on top of your postage grid, you can use the stencils to stencil your add-on as well. So I think it's easier personally, but I guess it's up to everybody. I think it's easier to, because I did it in this order. I stamped, and then I die cut with the add-on die, and then I masked off my fox, and then I put the stencil on. I don't know how easy or hard. I've always done it in that order. I don't know how easy or hard it would be to stencil and then layer and then die cut. I just think it's easier to die cut and then put the stencil over, because you can the mylar of the stencil is, it's still translucent enough that you can see through to what's underneath.
Oh yeah.
And so that's the one that goes to the stitching lines, and then the other one sits inside the stitching lines. And so it's easy enough to kind of just estimate what's an equal border. I guess once it starts getting stained, it might get a little bit harder to see through. You can hold it up to the light a little bit. It becomes a little bit easier.
Light'll
But
work.
yeah, the inks I use tend to stain. So, and I mean, red will tend to do that. I did wipe it right away just with like a damp cloth, but I might have to soap and water clean that one. Oh, hey Lala, welcome.
Hi Lala.
See you later, Irene. Lala, this is not super widely announced, but I've been announcing it in the live streams that yes, the Easy Wonder Die number 3 collection does include a set of 2 stencils that are designed to stencil your postage grid, and you can get 2 different looks out of it. So you can either stencil all the way up to the stitching line that the die puts in, or inside the stitching line. So that's the difference in how they look. So one just gives you a more of a border, more of the white border of the postage grid, and then the other one just minimizes that. And then you can get a airmail border pattern with this section. So it's 2 stencils, but what I did was I wanted to give everybody like I really wanted this. And I actually created this as an SVG file that if you have a Cricut, you can get the SVG from my website. So mainly I wanted this so that I could do this. But then we looked at the sizes of stencils available, and 6x6 is pretty common, I think, amongst us crafters, and so we decided to go with that instead of just directly translating my SVG file. So then I split up because in my SVG file it has these 2 grid spots in one SVG file. So if you get my SVG, it basically has the 2 grids like that, and you could cut it out of one stencil sheet. But because 6x6 stencils are more common, I had to kind of redesign it and everything so that we could get more design elements, giving you more value for your money. And so we added the airmail border as a 2-part stencil so that you can do the alternating colors easily. And also this here for the polka dots, you can just create like a fun little bokeh effect pattern. And I just tile it, and I made a full A2 panel with that polka dot background, and then I just cut a little strip of it to use on my card. So you can use it just a little strip of it or repeat it and just randomly kind of twist and turn it to create a pattern. And because it's separate, so each stencil has like components for all of them, you can do something that I learned in one of Meg's master classes. You can kind of layer your stencils on top of one another, so then you can give like a little polka dot background into each of these little grid spots. And if you have them both there, then you can still stay like confined within the grid, but still have a couple of different layers of looks and get that nice fun bokeh effect. So that's the stencil. It's my very first stencil that I designed, because look,
I love it. I want
it. I know Meg already has the dies. You don't have the stencil, but you have the stamp, right? Do you have the stamp?
I do not know.
Oh,
All I have are the Easy Die 2 or 3 and its add-on.
there's that. So I'm not gonna finish a second card, but I might like keep my hands busy by starting a second card.
All right, there's my second card.
Ooh. Is that on a fancy metallic paper?
Sun silver, yeah. Sun silver paper.
Ooh.
Yes, and I covered up my silver paper again, and that's my first card.
I know. I wasn't gonna say anything.
You are too.
I noticed, but I wasn't gonna say. Because I give you a hard time about it, but I'm aspiring to to be just as carefree with my use of specialty paper, because we buy it, we should
if you
use
buy
it.
it in a pack, and like actually my friend bought this paper actually for me, this specialty paper. She didn't buy it for me, she bought it for herself, but she bought a grouping of it. And let me show you the stack of this color I have in silver. This is my stack.
Oh my, that's
it?
a thick stack.
And she has a stack just like this because I split it in 2 to give me half and her half. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different colors. Stacks that big.
Oh my gosh. Where did you get
Yes.
that?
She got it from Crafter's Companion. and she got a really good deal apparently. And why not use it if I have that many? Use
Yeah.
them and have fun and don't
Is
limit
that
yourself.
is that their Centura Pearl?
Is that their what?
Centura Pearl paper?
Oh heck, I don't know the name of it. This is matte.
Oh.
Actually, I have shiny. I have matte. I have glitter. I have colored, shiny,
Oh.
matte, and glitter.
Mm, wow. That's
So I
kind of
have
cool.
silver and gold in shiny, matte, and glitter, and then I have colored ones: green, purple, red, and orange in shiny and matte and glitter. And but the glitter has black as well as the green, purple, and orange. I
Wow.
don't know why I don't have black in the shiny and the matte. I'll have to yell at her.
Now Meg's wishing she had more. All right, friends. So I think because Meg and I have at least each, well, Meg finished two. I've finished one. Oh, actually, I didn't really finish because I don't have a sentiment on mine, huh? Oops. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I got space for a sentiment. I guess I'll
you
I'll add in
do.
one. Whoopsies. So again, Lynn doesn't finish a card. But thanks everybody for joining us for
For
this live
joining.
stream special. And Streamlabs threw out the link to the special bundle so fast. I didn't get a chance to tell everybody that if you shopped the link today, you were supporting Meg. This is Meg's affiliate link.
Oh,
So
thank
big
you.
thank you to everybody who shopped today and got today's bargain offer from Jamie at Not Too Shabby. If you missed out on the offer today, don't worry, I live stream. There's two more live stream specials coming up next Monday and next Wednesday. Monday, my guest will be Carrie Rhodes, and Wednesday, my guest is Nikki Baxley, and I can't wait to craft with both of them. And for folks who want to prepare yourself to kind of know what the offer is, I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's the same as today. It will be limited just like it was today. And the offer on Monday and Wednesday will be on the full collection. We're doing this as a special, like, you know, early release for our diehard Easy Wonder fans. So don't worry, we will not sell out before June 15th. That's why we're limiting the offers. Monday and Wednesday's offer will be the main Easy Wonder die, the add-on die, the postage border, and the stamp set. If you buy the full collection, essentially, then you're going to get the masterclass for free. The masterclass is a $10 value. That's what normally you would pay for it if you were to get it. You're going to get it for free, and it includes over 3.5 hours of instruction by me, showing you how to use all of those things and get the most out of it, and all the tips and tricks that I know, and you get that for free with this special offer. So that's available for you as well. Folks who joined me today, if you haven't already, my offer for everybody is that you can get the next 6 months of easy postage printables for free. So do get this. I know that the promotion on the Easy Wonder die is limited, but this one is not. Everybody who's here can feel free to sign up. I'm gonna close out this offer maybe, about an hour after I finish streaming. So this is not available for replay crew. If you want, I'm gonna offer this again next Monday and next Wednesday. So join live on those 2 days. Come hang out with me, and the form will be open again on those 2 days. So if you grabbed it today, just give me about a day, but if I can get to it right away, I try to so that I don't forget, to be honest. And I'll get the code set up so that it works for you. But that's my offer to all of you as a thank you for hanging out with us today. So thanks, everybody. Now let's get Meg up on the big screen so she can show us her 2 cards. Do you want to give us a nice little close up? Oh, you're muted, Meg.
Sorry, my husband came in and he was talking to me. This is my second card. This is Stars Make the Best Night Lights, and a little help with coloring from my friends out there in Chatland. So thank you for that. I think it turned out beautifully. And this is my first card, which I started prepping before the live, and I just got to put it
I
together. And
feel
I used all of my fun Easy 3 add-on dies that I love so much with
I feel like the bunny got burnt.
this. He's toasted and his marshmallows are not. But the
Yeah,
fox has toasted marshmallows.
why is the bunny all toasted? Poor thing.
He's got spots. He got a little too close to the fire, I
Yeah,
guess.
I
And
was
he said,
like, oh dang, bunny got bunny's
they don't
all
let me toast my marshmallows anymore. I have to be satisfied with just white marshmallows
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, bunny's gotta
now.
eat it plain.
Yes. And then the little deer is toasting some sausages.
Shelly says fabulous cards. Lala says grilling is not easy.
The fire can get out of hand. Poor bunny.
I
Little
know.
bunny foo foo.
That's hilarious. So I love it though. I think it's super cute. Um, so I legit just pulled this out of my recycle bin. I was gonna toss this, but look, that's so much. Look at how much cardstock there is. I can get a sentiment out.
Wow. I'm proud of you, Lynn. You used a scrap for that.
I know. Well,
Yay.
I usually keep like everything, right? And I would just trim off this little bit here and save the little bit, but I'm trying to get good about like, just not being super precious about every square inch of
Yeah.
cardstock, especially plain cardstock, which this is. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll just toss it. It's fine. And then, of course, I'm like, oh, I need a sentiment. It should really match, because this is stamped and colored on this ivory cardstock. I was like, well, it should match
Oh.
that. That's where I cut it from. And look, why did I toss it? It's the perfect,
Why?
it's just enough. So, I'm actually going to just go ahead and see if I can. So I'm almost done with my card. Don't worry, we're almost done with the stream, folks. If you need to bounce, please don't feel free. But my card is this, and I used the Crafty Stamp Company. Both Meg and I are showcasing it in our cards today, but I used the Easy Wonder stencil to stencil up that background. Did a little bit of masking here and there to get the effect that I was going for. And if anyone happened to spot it, there was a link to I think Streamlabs put a link to the pre-order of the Crafty Stamp Company. Did it put a pre-order link to the Crafty Stamp Company kit? Let me grab it just in case it didn't, and I'll
I
pop
don't
it
know. I
in
don't
now.
have chat.
Yeah, I know. So let me find it. And if I can't find it, I will put it in the description box. But that is available. Oh, here it is. If you want to check out the Crafty Crew kit up close, here is a link to it. The kit is only available through pre-order. So you have until the 15th to pre-order the Crafty Crew Kit if that is something that you are interested in. Make sure that you get your pre-order in by the 15th. And this link is my affiliate link. So if you do end up purchasing using that link, then you would be supporting me. So thank you. And the kit is, let me show you real quick what all you would get in the kit. So there is a 6x6 paper pad called Going Camping. Campin', technically.
Do we recognize some paper?
Yeah. Yeah, and we kind of no, we didn't choose the same ones, thank goodness. kind
No.
kind of did. So then there's two 4x6 stamp sets. This is Campin' Meadow. That's what Meg colored up there for the little gal with the fancy t-shirt. And the critters are from Campin' Critters, which is the second. Now these stamp sets are exclusive to the kit for at least 6 months before they get into general release. And then you also get a 6x6 stencil of stars. So that's really cool. You can pick it up a la carte, but if you subscribe to get the kit on the regular, you get 35% off of the price and some special goodies. So this kit, you get a really generous jar of confetti, like kind of flames, s'mores, crackers, marshmallows, all the fun stuff. And sometimes it's like glitter enamel dots are is the offer. Sometimes you get like a coupon code to shop your next order. The kit comes out every 2 months, which kind of nice. Doesn't hit your crafty budget every single month, and so I know lots of folks here are not too shabby subscribers, and so you don't have to choose. Maybe just pick up. That way you can kind of fit both in, right? Because it's not going to be hitting your budget every single month. And every once in a while you'll have something a little bit new and different to craft with. So that is available for you as the link in the live chat. So that is it for us today, friends. Thanks for hanging with us. Thank you, Meg, for joining me today. And before we go, though, Meg, is there anything coming up in your neck of the woods that you would like to promote and tell us about?
Well, as you already said, we're doing the Crafty Stickle. That's going to be, we're going to be showing our cards off on, for the next couple weeks. And then Lynn's dies, of course. We're going to be showing those off. And at the end of the month, we're going to be doing another coloring with Meg. And we will be using my Dragon Knight gnome for that,
Yes.
which I'm super excited about. And do I have an image of him? No, again, I do not. But some of you have already seen him, and he's really cool.
You just have to take our word for it, because neither of
My
us
word
has
for
him.
it, yes.
But don't worry, friends, because I will release at least one of my dragon collections before Meg's class comes out, so that you can
So
have
we
all
can
the
put
dragon
Knight with
things.
the no dragons, yes.
Yeah. So, so check that out. We're gonna have that class registration open soon-ish. Stay tuned.
Ish. Yes.
If you are on my newsletter, you typically find out all the things early. But can't wait for that, because Dragon Knight is pretty awesome. All right, now that's really it for us.
Thank you all for being here.
Thanks, everybody, and big thank you for to everybody who did purchase today. Really appreciate your support.
Yes,
Bye.
we do appreciate you. Bye.
Hey there, crafty friends, got some big news today. There's a new die set that's headed your way. Easy Wonder die number 3 has arrived. And oh my stars, it's postage style. The little frames with that classic edge, perfect for pandas or floral spreads. That grid design we all adore. Now it's easier than ever, who could ask for more? Signed, stamped, and cut just right. Easy Wonder die number 3 is in sight. With a postage grid, it's pure delight. Turning 6x6 paper pads into cards that shine bright. So easy to craft, so fun to share. A handmade touch with my own flair. With Easy Wonder die number 3 by my side, I send love and style and country pride. Stick some hearts in every square, add some flowers or a sweet little bear. It's like a postcard from the soul. Every panel plays a role. Pop it up or add a glow. Make it flip or let it show. Lots of layers are simple and sweet. This die makes every card complete. Signed, stamped, and cut just right. Easy Wonder die number 3's in sight. With a postage grid, it's pure delight. Turning 6x6 paper pads into cards that shine bright. So easy to craft, so fun to share. A handmade touch with my own flair. With Easy Wonder die number 3 by my side, I send love and style and country pride.
Whether it's birthdays, thanks, or just because, this die turns every piece of paper into a postmark of love.
Signed, stamped, and cut just right. Easy Wonder die number 3 takes flight. From my hands to hearts afar, each card's a keepsake, just like a star. No fuss, just fun.